at some point, everyone I know needs a break from their normal routine. And as we explore the many facets of the autism puzzle, we learn that the need for respite is even more vital for families living with autism. Recreation Unlimited is the gold standard of providing programs for individuals with disabilities. So it is no surprise they have exceptional programs for those with autism as well. Paul Hutlin is the Executive Director and CEO at Rec Unlimited. So Paul, thanks for being with us as always.
Thank you. Thank you for the gold standard. I like that.
You like that?
I
Right.
do.
That's a good introduction.
Yes, thank you.
So we know that Recreation Unlimited has been hosting these autism-related camps for several years. So why is it important that you kind of integrate these programs with the emphasis on autism at your camp?
Well, let's take a step back. When we look at all the Recreation Limited camp programs over the years, as the autism community has grown, our camp population has grown. So right now, almost 33% to 35% of all our campers on the Recreation Limited camp program are on the spectrum or have some type of autism. So when we looked at that and we wanted to say, how can we look at and feature a camp specifically for children or youth or teens with autism? So that's how we started integrating some new programs where we focused on the camper with autism. We evolved then to the last year where we had actually siblings come in, and that was very popular, where we had 60 campers, 30 on the spectrum, 30 typical siblings. We had some rave reviews over that as well. So I think it's just an evolution of process of how many campers we served, how we specifically work with them for autism camps. And when you look at our camp structure, our staffing, our multi-sensory rooms, the expertise of our team, you know, it's a perfect environment. You said earlier, a safe environment, a fun environment, a healthy environment. I think that's something that all the parents are looking for.
Yeah, and parents are looking for it. Like you mentioned, you do involve the siblings along with the child. You do a lot with the entire family. And why is that so important as far as even a parent looking to send their child somewhere in knowing that you really support the entire family?
Yeah, when we come up to our autism camp in June, which is a sibling camp, on that Sunday we're actually having a day camp and resource for families. That's where you see families who have not had that opportunity to have their child go away someplace overnight. And they get there, and then they get to experience the things that they do. The canoeing, we had a hot air balloon, the tree climb, just different things. So it's really exceptional that the parents can then actually face and see what the campers are doing themselves.
And I'm sure you have a lot of grateful parents as well, because like you said, this is a little respite for them. It's the kid getting away and having, you know, a night by themselves, but the parents also getting a little bit of time to themselves.
You see that when you talk with them personally. You see that on our reviews, and they say, this is the first time I slept through the night. And the thing about autism, and you have a lot more experts know more about autism than I do, but from what we've seen is they're A to Z. You have high functioning, maybe some behaviors, to some very low functioning with some very severe behaviors. And when you get in those situations, getting a good night's sleep, that's really important. Or having a place where you don't have to worry about your child running away. That's another important thing. So that's what you really hear from them. You read it in the reviews, and when you get to come to a camp like that and you talk to the parents and you see that gratefulness, yeah, it makes us keep going and out to raise more money so we can put these camps. And these camps are actually at no charge due to graciousness of our donors. We're putting both Autism Weekend camps at no charge and the day camp at no charge as well.
So you mentioned the sibling camp. You have also Autism Day Camp and Resource Fair and an Autism Weekend Camp. So you kind of run the gamut with what a parent is looking for their child,
That's
right?
correct. Right now we're in our monthly weekend respite programs. And then the first autism camp will be in June 10th through 12th, the Resource Fair on that Sunday. And then we have our summer camp program, which is both summer residential and summer day. And then we're getting into September, which is going to be the other Autism Weekend camp as well.
And Paul, you mentioned it's all because of generous donors. You have an event coming up, the Starlight Star Night Dinner. Tell us about that one.
Well, thank you for mentioning that. This is going to be our third annual Starlight Star Night event. We bring in a wine celebrity from California. This person is going to be Regina Martinelli, who is just renowned as one of the largest vineyards in Sonoma County. And they come in, we're gonna be at Scioto Country Club, only 100 people. Now the wine event in February, that's a little bit bigger, 300 people. And this is a little bit more exclusive dinner experience, and Scioto Country Club does a great job. And so for a $1,000 ticket, 100 people will have a great night and learn a lot about wine personally from one of the well-known vineyard people, and have a great time for raising money for Recreation Unlimited.
All right, recreationunlimited.org, all going to your camps. So thank you, Paul, for being here.
Great seeing you, Robin.